If you've ever tried looking for rocks in the southeastern portion of the United States, you probably won't get very far in an online search without hearing about a place called Graves Mountain. To keep it extremely brief, Graves Mountain is famous for a wide variety of different minerals, but most notably its iridescent hematite, which is this crazy, cosmic looking rainbow iron ore, and it pops out of the ground looking like it came from a different planet. Hopefully with this series of clips I'm about to show you, I want to take you along the whole journey of me first getting to Graves Mountain as a complete rookie, and leaving with a little bit of something for my personal collection. The beauty of Graves Mountain is that you can make it as casual or as intense as you'd like it to be. There's people that dig holes deep enough to fit themselves inside of, and some people that find amazing finds just by walking around far enough on the surface. This dig took place over 3 days, and through the process of trial and error, here are the 3 best tools that I'd recommend you bring. The first being a short-handled shovel for clearing out the overburden so you can actually start digging into fresh rock. The second would be just a beater set of chisels. They're going to get really dull anyways, as a lot of the material you'll be digging through is fairly hard quartz. And lastly, a 3-pound hammer is what seems to work the best for me. A good mix of heavy enough weight to do some damage without getting too tired swinging it all day long. Now, I myself am someone that usually prefers to dig just one hole all day long. So for each day, I dug a different hole. The key thing about digging at Graves Mountain is you want to find fresh rock to dig in. It's not always the easiest thing to identify if you're a beginner, but essentially you want to be digging through something that is a hard, continuous mass, even though it may change in color and texture. Just make sure it's all densely packed and you'll know you're probably digging through something that no one's touched before you. That being said, the first hole that I dug didn't exactly yield much. I ended up moving quite a bit of this alternating colored yellow and red sandy mix and found small streaks and stripes of hematite, but it kind of fizzled out and never ended up turning into a big colorful pocket. Fortunately, on the second day, I didn't know it yet, but my luck was about to change big time. Finding a vacant space to dig can be a little tricky, as certain areas of the mountain are periodically roped off if there's boulders that are leaning over and about to fall, just in order to keep everybody safe. Lucky for me, this second hole ended up being so much more promising right away. Instead of finding that red and yellow sandy mix that I was digging through for hours yesterday, in this one I immediately found alternating layers of deep gray hematite and crumbly quartz that was nice and easy to chisel on out. Now I was digging through actual hematite, which is what you want if you want to find the iridescence.
Found some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
And after only about an hour worth of digging, I started finding beautiful, unmistakable pieces of iridescent hematite right in the ground. What was unique about this pocket is I was digging downwards into it rather than sideways into it, which was kind of my original plan, so getting the pieces out was a little bit of a blind task. And because I didn't have clear sight of the pieces I was trying to dig out, it made it a little bit anxiety-provoking, trying to get them out of the ground cleanly without breaking anything in half. If you can't tell, this material is extremely crumbly and delicate. Even if you're not hitting it directly, shockwaves that you send into the surrounding rock have a good chance of breaking nice pieces in half. Ultimately, it's just the nature of the beast of digging something so delicate. By the end of day 2, I'd leave with a small collection of iridescent hematite, but the best was yet to be found on our 3rd and final day of the dig. Oh, it's getting better and better in there. It couldn't have been more than 15 minutes into returning to the mountain that about 5 feet from me, just above me, someone pulled some incredible material out of a really small pocket. It essentially looked like metallic rainbow BBs. They call this a botryoidal structure, and it's found in some of the highest quality pieces that have been found at Graves Mountain over the years. As far as the hematite goes, you can also find other really high-end pieces of quartz that are wrapped in a coating of iridescent hematite, as well as standalone stalactite structures like this one that my buddy Noah found on the other half of the hill as we were digging in our final day. As for my little project on this big hole that I'd now opened up, it finally started spitting out treasure left and right. Eventually, I pulled out this piece, which is actually an entire half of an iridescent hematite pocket, all pulled out in one single piece. To try to find more pockets of the iridescent hematite, I just kept digging through as many layers of this alternating quartz and hematite as I possibly could. It seemed like my best pieces were right on the boundary between the two. And eventually, I found one of my own favorite pieces in my entire collection, which is one of those quartz points that I mentioned earlier that was wrapped in the iridescent hematite. It's pretty small, but currently it's sitting in my office in a little specimen box. So while we go ahead and look at some more pieces that popped on out of this pocket I was in, I want to mention some more things that I think are helpful to bring along to Graves Mountain. First one of those is a nice, powerful, and comfortable headlamp that you can wear all day and possibly recharge at some point. The second of those being gloves. I definitely recommend a pair of rubber tip work gloves. You can get like 3 pairs for $10 on Amazon. And last but not least, I would recommend a pair at least of 5-gallon buckets and possibly a fishing tackle box if you really want to be extra delicate if you're looking for fine or high-end pieces out here while you're digging. Make sure to bring tissue paper or bubble wrap to pad everything as you walk on down the hill or hitch a ride on one of the ATVs that cruise around the mountain. And seriously though, those ATVs are a lifesaver. You have no idea how heavy that iron ore is until you need to carry it a half mile back down the mountain on foot with all your tools on your back. So now, I think we're coming to the end of everything that I wanted to show you guys, so at the end we're going to look over some of my smaller finds that were obscured by dirt that are now cleaned up, and as we do that, I want to give you some more additional information about digging at Graves Mountain in case you guys want to come out here and dig for yourselves. The best way to keep in touch on all things Graves Mountain is to check out the Facebook group. It's free and easy to join, and you're going to want to look for the one with the profile picture of the people in the orange shirts. The digs happen twice a year, usually once in March and once in October, just because the summer is unbearably hot and the winter might be a little bit on the cold side. My favorite part about digging at this site is that unlike many other places, it's not a flat fee to dig here or a pay by the bucket type system. Instead, they ask for a small donation for every day that you come out and dig. And then lastly, you'll just need to sign a release form before going out there for each day that you plan to dig. If you guys enjoyed or found this video helpful, please leave a like on the video. It's the best way to help me reach more spots like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.